What is a useless fact you'd like to share? Right before humans go extinct, the smartest person alive will also be the dumbest person alive. Right before that, the dumbest person alive will try to fuck the smartest person alive in an effort to preserve the species. And it won't work. Multiple shooters use a rifle to shoot the person, but one randomly gets a blank. So if someone feels bad for having killed someone, he can convince himself that he had the blank. That's a really cool, I think. The Starship orbital flight a month ago was the 28th Starship prototype and 10th booster prototype made by SpaceX. Previously, SN56 did 150 meters hops. SN89 101,115 did 10 kilometers flights. If you plant chives, mint, thyme and sage here, you'll have fresh chives, mint, thyme and sage available. Mint likes to spread out. Mint juleps fall. In the instant of beginning of the universe, quasi-particle would decay into photons, ergo, in the beginning there was light before darkness. A fact is the piece of skin separating the muck hole from the fuck hole. And if you break that, you'll be in the shit. And that's a fact. Koalas have fingerprints that are almost identical to humans. So now you know. Don't commit any crimes with a koala as your accomplice. Mark Brunell is currently the most successful former Packers Super Bowl winning quarterback to wear number 8 on the Jets. The only place in the world where the northern and southern hemisphere meet during sunrise and sunset is a town in Texas. Facts you read in this thread are no longer useless as the author has found a use for them, adding them to a list. A second is called a second because it is the second division of the R by 60. The first division being a minute. Tomato is a fruit, not vegetable. Mint and lavender can grow in one pot, or one will not eradicate the other. More people are killed by falling coconuts, vending machines, or cows than are killed by sharks each year. The Motorola NC680 CPU is made up of 68,000 transistors. The name and transistor count are coincidental. The yeast infection candidiasis and the word candidate both originate from the Latin word for white. The Nakajima Corporation, who made many of Japan's WW-2 fighters and bombers, remanded itself as Subaru. King Henry VIII once had his personal doctor announce to Parliament that the king had a wet dream. Both of the British Isles are represented by a non-binary at this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Balsa wood is the softest wood commercially available, yet it is classified as hardwood. Fewer females than males over the age of 80 have problems with the prostate gland. If you go to the kitchen all the way from room without lights, nothing would hurt you. 1 horsepower is roughly 131 duck power. Don't get me started with squirrel power. Just humans and cows make up 96 of Earth's animals by weight, not sheer numbers. The current CEO of Red Lobster invented the combined Dunkin' Donuts Baskin Robbins. Horses can't vomit. And a jiffy is a unit of time for 1/100th of a second. Care about men x care about women, and it's a wrap for the social engineers. Jellyfish is not a fish. Strawberry is not a berry. Ataman is a man though. Uncapiritable is the longest word where no letters repeat themselves. There are more planes in the sea than there are submarines in the air. The crust you develop on your eyes while sleeping is called rheum. Most Canadians can speak English, despite not being from England. That the swimming pool on the Titanic is still filled with water. Goodbye is actually God be with you shortened and condensed. I don't fart. I whisper in my pants. Sometimes it's a scream. Brain aneurysms can happen anytime, anywhere, for no reason. Less than 50 of paper clips are actually used to clip paper. Maine is the only state whose name is just 1 syllable. Kellogg's cereal was created as an anti-masturbation tool. I can't remember the position I fell asleep last night. The most deadliest creature in the world is a mosquito. Is that you ask this kind of questions to get upvotes? Never take the promises of a naked man seriously. Every day the world's population increases by 240,000. Most humans have more than average number of hands. The movie October Sky is an anagram for rocket bows. Once you know the alphabet, It's all just remixing. Kurt Cobain's daughter is married to Tony Hawk's son. Buttonholes were invented 3,000 years after buttons. Whale milk has a similar consistency to toothpaste. Humans have no actual biological maternal instinct.